Everybody, welcome in. I'm WCI3 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Leidy. Wanted to talk a little bit about these auroras or northern lights. You're probably going to hear a lot about them starting today, tonight, and over the next few days. And I want you to manage your expectations on some of these potential sightings of this very rare phenomenon, especially down here into central Illinois. But let's talk about kind of what the setup is, kind of what's going on. Essentially what's happened is a lot of energy has been hurled at the earth from the sun. And we call these geomagnetic storms, essentially. And they have different kind of levels. Kind of think of it as the tornado scale. Okay, you know, EF1, EF2, so on and so forth. The higher the number, the stronger the storm, the more impacts and the higher likelihood to see those northern lights. I will tell you that the one that we are forecasting here starting tonight and through Friday is a G3, the potential for a G3, which is a strong one there. Power grid, some issues, but fairly minor overall. Satellite disruptions, that's a possibility. But as far as the potential to see auroras, this is kind of the lowest bar for us to be able to see the auroras here into central and northern Illinois. It's not always a slam dunk, but it does have our chances at least start there. They go up, obviously, as you get into those higher magnetic storms. But again, we're forecasting a G3. Now, how do auroras form? That's the big question. And what are these here? Okay, so you've got the Earth. And the Earth has a magnetic field that is around it. Okay, so what happens is right here, the sun, you got these charged protons and electrons here. And what I'm going to take this full so you guys can see it a little bit better. But you've got all of this energy that sometimes gets shot off from the sun. Solar flares and the solar wind carries that along, and it impacts with the magnetic field. They like to follow basically those lines of the magnetic field, and they enter at the weakest point, which is the poles. Okay, the northern, the southern poles there, that's where you've got that energy being focused. But if you get enough of it there, and those electrons kind of colliding with the various molecules in the atmosphere, you get those beautiful colors. And those colors basically are a result of, that energy combining with different types of molecules, like oxygen or nitrogen. That's what creates the reds and the blues or the greens there as well. And it depends upon kind of where you are as far as how high up everything is, but you get that incredible, awesome, kind of cool color. So that's kind of an explanation of how auroras actually form, that energy coming at us. So can we see them here? Will we see them here? Well, let's take a look at what I've put together as the Northern Lights forecast in conjunction with a lot of space weather authorities and whatnot. And take a look at this map here, and you can see the green area, basically kind of Wisconsin into Minnesota and the Dakotas and Montana into Canada. Best chance for that, okay? You've got more of that coming from the poles there. They don't always quite make it down this far, but we have at least low chances of it. I'll take the graphic for you full here, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. There is definitely the possibility into Illinois, albeit a low chance, but you obviously would never want to miss this. I've had the privilege of being able to see the Northern Lights twice in my life. Now, both times I was actually up in Iceland to be able to see it, and you really have to get out, away from the city lights. You got to let your eyes focus. You got to really kind of take it in there, but you'll see it. They'll be slow, just kind of waving there, and they'll be a little bit more faint than what you're probably used to seeing, because you've probably only seen a lot of just pictures of those if you've never seen them in real life. They won't look as bright and as vibrant as the pictures you usually see. A lot of times those are kind of doctored up a little bit. And so, but you can see it. We can cross our fingers here. We can hope for the best. It'd be amazing to see those northern lights here in central Illinois. You can check them out now through Friday, because there are multiple, basically, waves of energy that's been shot towards the earth. And we could see those northern lights here, not just tonight, but Thursday night and into Friday night as well. So several opportunities. We'll see what we can get with the northern lights here in central Illinois. All right, again, thanks for everybody joining in here tonight. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening.